All right, let's dive right in. In this explainer, we're going to break down exactly how you can turn some simple AI prompts into a real source of income. We're skipping all the hype and focusing on real strategies you can use, like today. Let's get to it. First things first, let's just wrap our heads around the sheer scale of what we're talking about here. As you can see, the global AI market is projected to hit almost $827 billion by 2030. This isn't some passing trend, it's a massive shift in the economy, and it's opening up some seriously incredible opportunities. And really, the best way to think about this is like an AI gold rush. All those old barriers to entry, like needing to be a hardcore coder, they've basically crumbled. This is a once-in-a-generation shot for pretty much anyone to create wealth just by figuring out how to solve problems in new ways.
So, here's our game plan. We'll start with this AI gold rush, then we'll get into the right mindset for prompting. After that, we'll look at your toolkit of prompts, how to actually turn those into profit, and finally, a 90-day action plan to put it all into practice.
Okay, let's start with the most important part. Really, your mindset. Because getting good at this isn't just about copying and pasting some magic phrase. Nope, it's about a way of thinking, a strategic approach that always puts solving a problem first. And that leads us right into this core idea, problem-first thinking. Before you even open an AI tool, you have to ask yourself, what problem am I actually solving here, and who am I solving it for? The most successful people in this space don't lead with the cool new tech, they lead with a customer's real-world pain point. So how do you actually do that? Well, here's how you put that mindset into action. First, you customize prompts to your specific situation. You start with what you can handle, based on your skill level right now. From there, you get creative. You combine different prompts to create unique services, you track what works and what doesn't, and then, and this is so important, you build systems around what works so you can scale it up without burning out. Okay, so we've got the mindset down. Now for the fun part. Let's look at the actual toolkit. We're going to check out a few examples from the 30 prompts in our source material, and we'll group them by how you can actually use them to build a business. So if you're thinking about starting freelancing, this is the perfect way to jump in. It's a beginner-level prompt that takes a skill you probably already have, like writing, and uses AI to brainstorm services you could literally start offering on a site like Fiverr tomorrow. You're basically creating an AI supercharged version of your existing skills. Okay, now let's level up a bit, get a little more strategic. This prompt turns AI into your personal business development partner. Instead of just creating a piece of content, you're asking it to come up with entire business models that are already in high demand and don't cost a ton to start. See the difference? This is where you stop being just a freelancer and start thinking like an entrepreneur. All right, now this is where things get really powerful. This prompt is all about designing an entire automated system, a whole AI-powered micro business. The goal here isn't just to do a task, it's to create an income stream that needs very little hands-on effort from you once it's up and running. I mean, that's kind of the dream, right? So we've got the mindset, we've seen some of these awesome prompts, but how does this all turn into, actual profit? Let's move on and see how we connect these individual prompts to a real, sustainable business that actually makes money. This table right here, it connects the dots perfectly. That simple content prompt we saw, that can be the seed for a whole content creation service, pulling it up to 10 grand a month. That chatbot script prompt, that could evolve into a custom AI chatbot business with even higher potential. And those workflow prompts, that's the blueprint for a full-blown AI automation agency. Each type of prompt is a direct line to a high-value business model. But, and this is a big but, success isn't just going to happen automatically. It really boils down to a few key things. First, you've got to solve a real problem by blending AI's incredible efficiency with your own human expertise. Second, start small, master one service, then build systems around it to create recurring revenue so you can scale up. And finally, you have to stay curious, keep learning, and position yourself as the go-to expert in whatever niche you choose. All right, this is where the rubber meets the road. We've talked about the what and the why. Now it's time for the how. Here's a super clear 90-day action plan to take you all the way from learning this stuff to actually earning from it. So those first 30 days, they're all about laying the groundwork. Week 1 is for planning, picking your model and your tools. Week 2, you're developing skills, mastering the tech, and figuring out your workflows. Week 3 is about creating, building your portfolio and designing your service packages. And then week 4, that's launch time. Time to get out there and land that very first client. So once you've got that foundation solid, the next couple of months are all about one thing, growth. Your focus shifts to constantly finding new clients, delivering amazing results for them, and scaling up your operations. This is when you start refining your workflows, maybe even hiring some help, and turning that early momentum into a business that's built to last. So let's just wrap this all up. The tools, they're here. The market, it's absolutely massive. And now you have a clear roadmap to get started. This isn't some far-off future thing, it's happening right now. So really, the only question left is, what are you going to build?